You can have a strong business credit profile in about 1 month for roughly the cost of a nice dinner. And most business owners have no idea it's even possible. Here's the problem it solves. You set up your LLC, you get your tax ID number, and then you look up and your business has no credit profile at all. Nothing. To the business credit bureaus, your company is almost a ghost. It doesn't even exist yet. And here's the part that trips most people up. The business credit bureaus are completely separate from your personal credit bureaus. They're a different system tracking your company, not you. So having a great personal credit profile doesn't automatically give your business any credit. The business has to build its own from scratch. And here's the twist. Most business credit cards don't even report to the business credit bureaus. So you can go get business credit cards, use them perfectly for a year, and still be building nothing on the business credit side. People do exactly this and wonder why their business credit is still zero. The fix is called vendor trade lines. Let me explain on what they actually are because the name might sound more complicated than they actually are. A vendor trade line is basically a subscription. At least the ones I'm going to tell you are just subscriptions. It's a service you pay a small monthly fee, and in exchange for good payment history, that service reports the account to your business credit bureaus as a trade line, a line of credit your business is handling responsibly. So you stack a few of these together, you pay them for 1 month, and suddenly your business has multiple trade lines reporting to the business credit bureaus. And multiple reporting trade lines is exactly what the bureaus need to see to generate a real score for your company. So if you get 3, then you get an 80 score on Dun & Bradstreet and Experian Small Business. So let me give you 3 of my top favorite that are the easiest to focus on so you can build business credit scores in as little as 1 month. These are the easiest and the most effective way on how to build an 80 score on Dun & Bradstreet and Experian Small Business with as little money as possible. So the total to do this is small, only about $100 for the 3. And here's the part that people love. Once the trade line reports, they stay on your business credit profile for 2 years, even after you cancel the subscription. So you just pay for it for 1 month, they report, you cancel, and the benefit sticks around for 2 years, long after you stop paying for it. And that's the whole trick. And it's why paying for an expensive, drawn out business building credit program is usually a waste. And the core of it is actually cheap. You can just do these vendor trade line subscriptions that I'll tell you about for way easier, way less money, etc. So the first I would focus on is called Nav Prime. For a small monthly subscription, you can pay for this for 1 month, let it report, and then cancel it. The second one would be eCredible. It's a business trade line, very similar. It's just a subscription you pay for, and it works very similar to Nav Prime in terms of how it reports to both D&B, Dun & Bradstreet, and Experian Small Business. You pay for 1 month, you wait for it to report, and then after that, you cancel. Sometimes it takes 2 months, but most time it takes only 1 month. The third would be Fair Figure. This is also a subscription similar to the previous 2 that report the payment history on those 2 credit bureaus. Once you get those 3 trade lines reporting, then it will populate a business credit score, ideally of 80 out of 100 on both of those. However, there is a step you need to do before getting the vendor trade lines, or if you get them and you skip this step, they're not going to land. You need to have your business registered with Dun & Bradstreet and Experian Small Business beforehand so the business trade lines can actually report to your business credit profile. So you need to go on Dun & Bradstreet and apply for a Paydex score. This is how you actually get a profile, and you need to do the same thing with Experian Small Business. Make your accounts at those 2 places, those 2 business credit bureaus, so by the time you get the vendor trade lines, they will report to your new account on your business credit profile. So if you pay for the subscriptions, you're not just wasting your money. So set those up first, then turn the trade lines on. And when you make these accounts, ensure that the info you're providing is 100% accurate. The same name, same address, because the bureau is matching this with the vendor trade lines. So a mismatch can split your history across 2 different accounts and waste the whole effort. And when you sign up for the vendor trade lines, you want to make sure you ensure your information is perfectly matching. One mistake will set you back and really just give you a headache trying to fix it, trying to contact them, see why it's not reporting, etc. So set up your business credit profiles correctly with the correct information. And when you sign up for the vendor trade lines, just make sure, triple check that the information is perfect. And remember how I said most business cards don't report to the business credit bureaus? A few of them do. So the ones that do are worth prioritizing because they actually build business credit and makes your profile look stronger every month that you use them. And on top of that, it increases your spending power to get better business credit scores, business credit profile strength, etc. So we'll put a short list on the screen of the cards that we know are quietly double dipping on duty, giving you the business credit card and reporting on the business credit bureaus, which is pretty rare, but some do. Let me give you a bigger reason why this is worth doing right now. So almost everything you get approved for leans on you personally. Your name, your personal guarantee on most of the business credit cards. That means if something goes sideways, it's on you as the founder, as the personal guarantor. As your business builds credit, its own credit profile on the business credit side, it's its own track record. You start to unlock funding and vendor terms that lean on the business instead of you personally. This takes time to build, but it's something you should work on building. So in 6 months, a year, 2 years, you can start to unlock accounts, business credit accounts that you don't have to personally guarantee. So lenders start looking at the entity, not just you. So over time, the goal is for the business to be able to stand on its own, get its own credit with certain vendors with less and less writing on you personally, less pressure, etc. So that doesn't happen overnight, but it starts the day you get the business credit profiles and you start to get the business credit scores, which you do through the vendor trade lines. And once you've built it, keep it alive. Don't let the reporting of these accounts lapse at the same time. You don't need to have them open. You need to have 3 reporting in order to have a good, strong profile. So vendor trade lines, business credit cards, etc., and keep the payment history current and make sure it's good or your business credit score can tank. A business credit score is just like the personal one, wants to see ongoing, on-time activity, not just a burst of effort followed by silence. A little maintenance keeps everything that you've built working for you over time. And then real quick, if you'd rather just follow the exact sequence with a community doing it alongside you, that's Credit Stacking 2.0, where I can give you my best recommendations on how to build strong personal credit and help you get approved for $100,000 of zero interest business funding. That link to the mentorship program is right down below. No pressure at all. If you're not interested, let's keep going in the video. So why does this even matter at all? Like, what is the big picture of all this? Because a real business credit profile is how you start to separate yourself from the business in the eyes of the lender. Over time, funding can lean on your business itself instead of resting entirely on you personally. That separation is the whole long-term goal in business. It's how the business eventually stands on its own. So it can get its own credit lines, its own vendor accounts with no PG. And this can certainly help. In addition, all these things we talk about in credit and business credit, they're all different levers we can pull. So you want to have good limits on your personal credit card account, you want to have a good score, good credit relationships, and a good business credit score. So it just really helps you get approved for more business funding over time. And with your journey in credit, it can be not the fastest journey. There might be things you need to clean up on your personal credit report. There might be limits you need to get, increasing your limits, building the credit relationships, opening the business bank accounts, things like that. Simultaneously, you can focus on building out your business credit profiles. So keep the order straight, because this is where people get impatient. Business credit is the second half of the game. The first half of the game is the personal credit profile, because in the early days, that's what the banks actually underwrite when you go for funding. On business funding, on business credit cards, they're looking at mainly the personal credit report. But to supplement it, having business credit trade lines and business credit scores will significantly help you. So if you build it right, it can highly, highly benefit you on getting access to higher amounts of 0% interest business credit. If you want a step-by-step full guide masterclass video, I made a recent masterclass video that we posted here on this channel. It walks you through on how to get approved for $200,000 of zero interest capital for 7 to 18 months. I show how to build strong credit. I show how to make recommendations on people's credit profiles, how to build relationships with the right banks. And really in this masterclass, I go over 3 different client case studies to show you exactly where they were, what recommendations I gave them, and what their result was in terms of 0% interest funding. So if you want to get access to that masterclass, it's right here on the screen. I'd recommend to click it. If not, I'll see you in the next video.